Hi guys, welcome back to Truly Me. Hope you guys have been enjoying all the topics and podcasts so far. Make sure you guys listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course here on YouTube. You can watch the full video and audio. I'm so happy to be back doing Truly Me. This is literally where I feel like I just get to talk my life away to you guys on topics that I love and that you guys want to hear about. So again, any topics that you guys are interested in or want me to speak on, drop it in the comments on YouTube. If you have not tuned into our YouTube channel, you're listening to us on audio, check us out at Lashes by Kins. I also do tutorials, lash with me's, and just like lash related content on there as well. Couple updates here with what's going on. We are going to actually, when this podcast uploads, when you're listening to this, guys, we will be in Dallas. We are doing Lash Fest this year. I'm speaking at Lash Fest and I'm so excited. I hope I get to meet so many of you guys and just talk to you guys. And I love conventions because you get to network. And even as a lash artist, like even if you don't own a lash company, but you want to attend a like IBS or LashCon or Lash Fest, it's so good because you get to make so many great connections. You get to market, and it's just all about lashing, and the community in this industry is amazing. Go. If you haven't gotten a chance to go, make sure you go. I think LashCon this year is in October. We will be there as well. And it's just amazing. Network, meet people in your community, grow, and just connect. I love going. So yeah, Lash Fest, we will be there in July. So come say hi if you're going to be there. Today we are going to talk about some things I would do differently if I were to start over. I think this can help a lot of lash artists who may be currently like starting out or thinking about becoming a lash artist, or maybe you are a lash artist and you want to switch a couple things or do things a little bit differently. I'm going to talk about my experience and what I would do differently starting if I were to start completely over, do this again from scratch. And I hope it will help you. Also, guys, don't forget, follow me on TikTok because I post a lot on there that I don't post on Instagram. But again, follow us on Instagram as well. Okay, let's jump into this. So if I were to start completely over, I would 100% do it again, right? Like if I was faced with the opportunity to go into the lash industry or not, I would do it, obviously. Some things I would do a little bit differently is I would have taken it more seriously from the beginning. A lot of, even where I was at mentally was like, oh, I'll just do it as a side hustle, right? Like that's what I was thinking in the beginning. I had no intentions of this being like my main source of income and changing my life. When I was getting my lashes done, it was just because I liked lashes. When the opportunity was presented to me to learn how to lash, I had no idea what it would turn into. So I would 100% do it again, but I would take it more seriously. I wouldn't have taken such a slow approach to it. I think that I would have done it full force, all in. Taken more lash courses, sped up my process. Because I was so naturally good at it, I think I could have made a lot more money in a shorter amount of time if I would have just done it from the jump. Because what I did was I had another job full time, and then this I just kind of did on the side. And that's okay in the beginning, but once that like was ramping up, I should have just completely dumped everything quicker and done this full time and not have taken a break. See, I took that break. I took a break in between because I moved from Georgia back to California. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm just going to take a break. I don't want to try and build a new clientele up. And it wasn't until out of desperation that I was like, you know what? I needed to get a job. So it was out of desperation that I was like, okay, I have this skill. I learned it. I can make money. Why not just do it? That I was like, okay, I'm going to redo it again, or I'm going to get back into it. So I wish I wouldn't have taken that break, because when you take breaks like that, everybody else is still going, right? So everybody else is getting better, everybody else is taking clientele, everybody's keeping up with the trends. And so I had to learn a lot more quickly to get up to speed with what everybody else was doing while I took that break. So I would have just done it all full force. And I wish I also, if I could go back and do anything differently, I would have marketed myself better. In the beginning, I wasn't good at pictures. I wasn't good at angles. I wasn't good at any of that stuff. So I would just kind of like post to post. And so I wish I would have spent more time understanding the power of social media and the quality of my work in person and trying to capture that so that it was reflected in a picture or a video. I didn't do that very well. I will say, guys, that I was very consistent when it came to posting, right? So like no matter what, I always posted on social media. And even if it wasn't like on my actual feed, I would post stories. So do that too. Always post, be very active on social media, even if it's just story. I always say like when your like little thing is lit up, like when you have a story posted, that's like someone's home. So when someone lands on your page, somebody should always be home. Always have something on there, because you never know who's going to land. It could be not just even your follower. It could be just somebody new on your page. You always want to be active, at least on your story. So I did do that. I was good at posting. I wasn't good at editing. I wish I would have spent more time editing. At the time, in the moment, I thought I was doing everything I could, but I definitely could have been a little bit better at that. Another thing I wish I would have done sooner or differently is learned about business credit right away. Because when I dropped my product line, I had to save up that money in order to buy the product to sell to you guys. I wish I would have known about business credit, because once I've established my business credit, it's game changer. If in the moment, like when I first dropped my product line, I only had, I think, $1,200 saved up worth of money that I put into buying the product. If I would have had business credit and had $5,000 or $10,000 or $8,000, whatever, that would have done significant difference in the amount of revenue I would have brought in, because I would have been able to purchase a lot more for you guys. So when I purchased with the $1,200, it sold out right away. I took what I made off that and then I rebought it. The problem is that with lashes, they take so long to make, right? There's like a period of like, either it could take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, depending on their holiday schedule and how many orders they have coming in. And so that production time can last 2 to 4 weeks. So when I dropped in January and we sold out, I reinvested. But for all of February, I didn't have any sales because I didn't have any products that all sold out. So then March, we did an even bigger relaunch or a drop. And so I wish I would have had business credit, because business credit allows you to get the things you want and grow and scale your business without having to worry about the money up front or saving it, things like that, right? You just have it. You can get what you need, pay off your debt, but it gives you the money that you need right away without having to worry about it. So I wish I would have had that. That would have scaled me a lot quicker, but that's okay. Now I teach other business entrepreneurs how to get business credit so that they don't have to do what I did, and then they can scale and grow and get everything they want right away. And that will set you up for bigger success, bigger numbers, than having to like wait, sell it, get your money, rebuy it, do that over and over again. So that would have been a game changer, definitely. Other than that, I think I still have to remind myself this to this day, consistency on social media. So like I credit my success to my product line to YouTube, right? Because on YouTube, I created a community that trusts me and watched me. It was very loyal to my videos, and and what I was using and the sets I was doing, right? And YouTube allowed me to hit such a wide audience quickly. So, when you're getting 250,000 views, 1,000,000 views, 600, people watching, 600,000 people watching your videos, that's a lot of eyes on your content. And so you get to hit a lot of people all at one time on YouTube, which is beautiful, right? I wish I would have stayed more consistent on YouTube, because 2020, when COVID happened, everything shut down, right? And so we slowed down on the production of YouTube. And then going into 2021, 2022, like life happens, right? Like I had more kids and blah, blah, whatever. So I kind of stepped back on YouTube. And so I wish I would have kept that going, because now when you take a break, algorithm changes, like everything's always changing when it comes to these platforms. And so now you have to regain your momentum. So if I could give you guys any advice, is to stick with it even through the times where like things are changing or you're getting busy. Keep up with your content. Try to like film as much as possible so that you always have like a backup for those times when like things happen and you can't film or whatever, right? Like you still have content backed up. I wish I would have stayed consistent on my YouTube channel. And now I am getting back into it, and I will stay consistent with it. But again, the algorithm changes and everything changes. So there's a little bit of a catch up that we're playing, but that's okay. We're going to get it back. And YouTube is such a great platform, again, because you can hit such a wide audience, and it's the second largest search engine in the world. Did you guys know that? There's Google and YouTube. Those are the two top search engines in the world. So use YouTube, upload shorts of your lash sets, upload shorts of whatever it is you're creating content wise, put it on YouTube as well as Instagram and TikTok. Because TikTok is great because obviously you can still go like viral organically, but YouTube is searchable. So when people are searching lash extensions tutorial, you want to pop up on there or whatever it is, right? So you can do that through YouTube Shorts now, which is cool. So I would have done that differently too. I would have kept up with consistency on my YouTube channel. When it comes to little things, guys, the industry is constantly changing. So trend wise, I would really recommend like learning the things that are trending, keeping up with the industry as it changes, offering the services that are really popular right now. So lash lifts, brow laminations, tinting, waxing if you do at all. Don't be just one dimensional. If you own a salon, have different girls in there that offer a variety of things. So you have lash artists, have brow girls, have girls that specialize in things, okay? So even if you're a lash artist, you can still offer a brow lamination or a lash lift. That's great, right? But your specialty is wispy sets or your specialty is mega volume. And then you could also offer those little services on the side to attract and gain more clientele, make more money. That's good. That's positive. But you want to specialize in things. So again, if you're a salon owner, have girls that specialize in brow laminations, have girls that specialize in lash sets, specialize in tinting and waxing and whatever, because when you specialize in something, it attracts people to you more than just your average one person that does a million things. Get good at one thing, have multiple girls that are good at those and talented at those things to draw and attract the best, highest paying clientele. Because when you have the best team, you attract the best clients. People always pay for the best of the best. So if you can accumulate in your area the best of the best and bring that into your environment, to your salon, into your suite, that's what you want to do, because then you're going to get top notch, right? And again, back to social media and how you represent that and showcase that is by really good content, hiring the right people to help you. If you're not good at filming and editing or posting content, you want to find the right people who could do that for you to reflect your business in the light that it really is in person. Because even I was guilty of that, right? Like I would do the best set ever in person, but then I didn't have good lighting and I didn't have good angles. And so it didn't look as good online as it did in person. But on the online platform and presence is so important. So those are some of the things I would do differently. I would focus more on my goals, on what I wanted to hit and hit them quicker. If you guys listened to my last podcast, Lofty Questions, and how to attract and meditate and manifest your wealth into your life, go listen to that. If you haven't listened to the last podcast, please go listen to it, because this podcast, what I speak about in this podcast, I didn't have those assets. I didn't know how to do those things quite yet. And so if I could implement the last podcast topic into this podcast topic, guys, you could have whatever you want. Your life will be completely transformed just based off of the things I would do differently, also implementing what I spoke about in my last podcast. So check that out, okay? I love you guys. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, download us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you're interested in coaching, mentoring, and business at all, I have that available. I will also be very soon dropping a new mentorship program where it will be on a subscription base, so monthly subscription, where you get access to me as your mentor and coach a certain amount of times a month on any topic, anything you want to discuss. So it just gives you more of leverage on what it is you need me for, instead of the business coaching program now where I discuss specifics and it's a entire program you go through. So it'll be a little bit different. Anyways, check that out. That will be available. I love you guys. Make sure you guys download our app. If you shop our products, download our app. We do sales on there daily sales. Download our join us on text message, because you get access to deals, drops, all kinds of stuff, first access to it. So that is available on our website. You can download our app, Lashes by Kins, and then check us out on our website, www.lashesbykins.com. All kinds of sales going on. That's where you can tap into the training program, online program, in-person trainings, and business coaching. I love you guys. I will see you guys. Remember, we upload every single Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Truly me. I love you, and we'll be back with another episode next Monday. Bye, guys.